coming to you again with a very special presentation. This being a rare find, a Charvel DST1 FR, standing for Floyd Rose, WT, WHT, white. Very, 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 very lucky guitar karma. So here's the backstory about this. When these guitars first came out, the production line, I absolutely wanted one, but at the time I just could not financially manage it. I didn't have the money. I actually wanted to get one with a Floyd and one with a stop tail piece, and then I would have had a matching set. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it. And needless to say, they stopped production, and no sooner had the guitars come out, they basically disappeared off the face of the planet. And I was just like, what? I looked everywhere. I was looking on eBay. I was looking on whatever online sites here in Germany, and they were not to be found anywhere. So fast forward, years go by. I was just browsing. I was online browsing one night, and I thought, I wonder if maybe somebody has one somewhere. I looked on Reverb. No. Not even in the US. Not a Gus G's. Didn't really want a Gus G. I wanted something with a Floyd. Sure enough, there was a guy here in Berlin who had one. So I didn't even have an eBay account because I don't really like eBay, to be honest. I'm an Amazon guy. But anyway, I registered, I contacted the guy, and we had to go through a three-stage process. So emailed him. He was like, okay, when would you like to meet? I'm like, you let me know. It's your convenience. So we do that for a couple of 3 days, and then finally get his information. I call him up. We set a date. I go over there. All right, I'm ready to buy the guitar. Got the money, not a problem. None of the ATMs were working, if you can believe that. Now, ironically, I had a little bit of cash on me, but I didn't have all the money for the guitar. So I met him at his place. I said, hey, look, I tried it out. I'm like, yeah, I absolutely want it. He's like, and I told him, I said, yeah, unfortunately, the ATMs, I can't get any cash out with my, my US debit card. I said, but I'll give you a down payment. So I gave him 50 euros. So the equivalent, so let's say 50 bucks. I gave him 50 bucks, hold it. And so then I went home. I waited till the proper time to call customer service for my bank. I called up customer service. They're like, nope, there's nothing wrong. I said, okay, well, that's weird. Why is it I can't get any money out? They said, oh. And then they're like, oh, yeah, actually, there is something wrong. I said, well, what's the problem? They said, you exceeded your daily limit. And that's why you couldn't get the money out. I said, all right, well, let's bump the daily limit up. So I did that. And then I promptly went to the bank, pulled the money out. Went there the next day. No, not the next day. I went there that evening. That's right, because that was in the afternoon. I contacted the guy, and he's like, yeah, you can come out anytime. He's like, until 10. I got on the train, dude. I went back out to his place at night, and I got the guitar. And then I took the taxi back because I didn't want to take the guitar on the train, man. Because unfortunately, there's idiots here. They'll try and steal your guitars from you. Pull a knife on you, cut your hand, and run, and grab the guitar and run. So no, I didn't want to risk that. Not with this. So got it. Okay, I'll put the official specs in the description because I definitely did some aftermarket things to it. The production line, they came with EMG 85 in the neck and the EMG 81 in the bridge. Didn't want that. Yeah, if you've seen my one video where I'm reviewing the Court, and I had taken the EMG retroactive 70 pickups out, and I put EMG 85 and 81 in respectively. I didn't like the sound of it. I'm just not an active pickup guy anymore. I used to do that in the late 90s. Nah, man, I want passive. It just sounds better to me, has better tone, has more feel. I can really, as I'm playing, I can feel it more, whereas with active pickups, it just sounds too sterile. So what I did is 59 neck, SH4, bridge, coil tap. Otherwise, standard 3-way toggle switch. It has a Floyd Rose. Yeah, it's looking like a Floyd Rose standard, as far as I can tell. Black chrome. How cool is that? Black chrome hardware. When do you ever see black chrome on any guitar? Black chrome. Probably never see it again. Because from what I read, the tooling is actually pretty expensive because they have to mix it. They have to get the color just right. So black chrome, absolutely fantastic. I didn't know this. I thought it was a bolt-on. Turns out it's neck through. And if you can see here, so I'll hold it up so you can see it. Right at the neck joint, it's unfinished. So it's unfinished maple, and then it's a rosewood fretboard and neck through. I did not know that. I actually thought it was a bolt-on. Who knew? Sealed tuners, standard Charvel neck, jumbo frets, sort of the pyramid shark fin. I guess it's shark fin or pyramid, whatever. Looks like mother of pearl. Could be abalone, I'm not certain, but I'll recheck those specs. And one volume control, metal, and oversized strap buttons. Fantastic. So anyway, that's enough of me running my mouth. Let's hear what it sounds like. So this is clean. Nice. Cleans up wonderfully. I mean, okay, this is the clean channel on the Boss Katana. And I've got quite a bit of gain. Gain's probably on 8, but if I roll off the volume, to a love ballad for a chick I wrote that I was absolutely in love with and couldn't have her. That's what happens. Anyway, so now let's get to the crunch. And you know what's coming with the crunch. split it. Even with the coil stop, even with this split, doesn't sound thin at all. Really nice. All right, so here we go. You know where we're going. We're going to the gain zone. All right, so starting off with humbucking. Bite. Ironically, I've got the same set of pickups and the same wiring setup in a couple of other guitars, but man, this thing, it's like a pit bull going, roof, roof, roof. It's fantastic. All right, so now let's split the coils and see what that sounds like. Also nice. And also another thing I wanted to do with this video is I'm you know how guitar, if you're a guitar player, you know how it is. We go through this pit dilemma every so often. So I'm hovering between 1.5 millimeter and 2 millimeter. And I'm looking for just smoothness. Not that I'm fighting with the pick. I hate having to fight with the picks, but lately I've been finding myself fighting with the picks. So I got my little, here's, you guys see this, you could look at that. This is my pick box. And what do I have in here? I've got everything from chicken picks, Dunlop Ultex, Dunlop Max Grip, Dunlop Flow, Dunlop Big Stubbies, which ironically, if you've seen that After Zero footage on my YouTube channel from that band practice from, I think it's 93, we both were using these, myself and my guitar player at the time, Steve Morton. These picks, they used to rule because they're absolutely, you know, that's a solid plastic pick. It's not some special kind of carbon fiber, whatever. It's just solid plastic, man. And yeah, so I'm going to break into this guy for the moment and see how this is. All right, so single coil. position. Man, this thing is growly. Listen to this thing. And when you split it, gotta say, that is pretty impressive. One of the things Jim Dunlop big stubby 3mm are great for. They're great for playing thrash. This is the thrash pick right here. The stuff I can do with this pick. This is a pick, gotta say. But also, I like these Ultex. These Ultex 2mm. They're really cool. The one downside is the way I pick, because I pick really hard, really aggressive picking technique. I burn through these things pretty quick, but they're still cool. They're good for riffing. Not so good for thrash. Maybe better for solo. I also find myself fighting with it a bit. Now the probably the most fascinating pick that I have in the whole collection is this chicken pick. 2.6mm. I don't know what this material is. It's some kind of carbon fiber. It's pretty hard. It's interesting. It doesn't wear out. It's dirty, but as far as I can tell, there's no wear on this tip. That's a plus point. Especially, this pick cost me €7. Back in the day, €7 buy me like, a bag of 20. So anyway. For me personally, this is just my own personal taste. 2.6 millimeter is a bit heavy, but it's almost equivalent to the Dunlop Big Stubby 3 millimeter, so it kind of evens out. My muscle memory is kind of like, oh, I know what that is. I would actually like to see this pick in a 2 millimeter. I think if this were 2 millimeter, then I might actually have my dream pick. Maybe. For a guitar player, you know how it is. Maybe not. It's always a question. Some of the most difficult things I've ever written, can I play that with this pick? Yeah, that's the thing. If I'm fighting with it, then no, obviously that's not the pick. But it's actually not bad. And I honestly don't play with it on a daily basis. I'm mostly using these Dunlop Max Grip or the flow picks. So let me grab one of these flow picks so you can see how that goes. Trying to find it. All right, so here's a flow 2 millimeter. For a while I was using these exclusively. These are actually pretty cool. I don't have to fight with it. And I'm not in peak form. I just had dinner, so got a full belly full of food. Peak form is usually when you haven't eaten anything, probably late afternoon, and then I'm playing like wow. And I'm like, wow, dude, I'm playing like I used to play when I was in my 20s. Right now I'm kind of like, but with this pick, I really have to fight with it. Some of the 90s style thrash that I was doing, and one day I was trying to play that, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta play this. So I really like these slow picks because I like, it's almost like a jazz pick shape, if you can see that. If I hold that up, it's like a jazz pick shape. It's pretty thick for 2 millimeter. Yeah. Get in there. I really don't do that much sweeping, but there's this one lick I like where I'm trying to sweep a pentatonic scale. It's not true sweeping in the sense, but it's kind of the same pattern. I'm kind of going up, 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 down, down, down. So I remember I was at a guitar show and I asked Frank Ambali, I asked him, is it possible to do that? And he looked down at the guitar and he was all, let me see. was like, and he's all, yeah, mate, it is. I was like, I wanted to take lessons, but man, back then, of course, yeah, back then compared to now, he was giving lessons for you know, $40 an hour, man. That's nothing nowadays. But anyway, there's enough video I can learn that way. It's just an amazing sound. And now, you know, now I can. Now I can really do it, dude. Now I can do it. It's great. Yeah, this is it. This is it right here. Yeah, I'll pull them all out. I'm gonna go learn them all again and do play-alongs. So anyway. Yeah, man. So anyway, this has been Ron Lydian with a special presentation, not quite a review, kind of a demo, kind of an instructional, whatever it was. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, give me a like. And if you like, why not subscribe? Because if you subscribe, it helps to grow the channel. And the more the channel grows, the more cool stuff I can do, like giveaways. And that is still in effect. Like I said, I'm still giving away a free set of Elixir Nano Web strings for 1 out of 5 people who volunteer right in the comment section and come up with a cool title for that's still in effect. Haven't seen any volunteers yet, so I guess nobody wants a free set of Elixir Nano Web strings. Who knew? So anyway, yeah. But yeah, please, I really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please share. If you know anybody who's into cool guitar presentations without all the bing bang, bling and bling, blah blah, because that's just not my thing. I could do that. I know guys who could, you know, make it look like, you know, a Marvel presentation with all the CGI and all that. But I don't want to do that. I'm just, you know, regular guitar player for regular guitar players. Hey, you dig this? You like it? Check it out. You might be interested. That's my style. Kind of scaled down, back to basics, whatever. But yeah, cool. And if you're on Instagram, please follow me over there, Ron Lydian too. And that's where I'm doing more, you know, like playing along. You know, play alongs, things like that, fun stuff. Little tease there. Playing along with anime openings, some of my favorite TV show openings, things like that, covers of songs, and yeah, there'll definitely be some loudness. I can guarantee you that. So anyway, yeah, All right, so until next time, it's Ron Lydian, and over and out.